Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to this amazing decode. I mean, it's gonna blow your mind, guys. And I decided to just give you guys a sneak peek of the conclusion of this video at the beginning, so you guys can understand what I'm putting together here. And again, we've had everything that's happened over the last few days with Trump being reelected, with Elon Musk posting Novus Ordo Seclorum, and the connection between Donald Trump and Grover Cleveland, Donald Trump becoming the second ever split term president after Grover Cleveland. And so this slide here that I have up right now, in this video, you guys can either watch this and see how I came to this conclusion, or, you know, you guys can just click off here if you want. But I'm going to take you through the process of what I did to find these things and just how it all comes together. I'm going to explain it in more detail. So let's jump into it. The first thing that we need to know here is after Trump won the election to become the 47th president of the United States, Elon Musk took to X, formerly known as Twitter, and he posted Novus Ordo Seclorum. And for those of you who don't know, well, that is on the seal of the United States. Fun fact, Great Seal equals 88, like Trump in the same cipher. Well, Novus Ordo Seclorum in English translates to New Order of the Ages. Okay, and that's the most common translated version of this phrase that you're going to find. Okay, so this is what we're going to decode. New Order of the Ages. Of course, this is connected to new, NWO, right? Okay. Now, Elon Musk posting this is very connected to Trump's history with his family. As I showed in the first slide, I'm going to bring all this together. And Novus Ordo Seclorum actually comes from, the phrase derives from the fourth poem of Eclogues, I don't know how to say that, by the Latin poet Virgil. Okay? And you can see here it says in this poem where this phrase derives from, it says, "Now is come the last age of the Cumean prophecy. The great cycle of ages is born anew. Now returns the maid, returns the reign of Saturn. Now from high heaven a new generation comes down, yet do thou at that boy's birth, in whom the iron age shall begin to cease, and the golden to arise over all the world. Holy Lucina," probably a reference to Lucifer, "be gracious now, thine own Apollo reigns." So how crazy it is, guys. This comes from this poem, and it mentions the golden age of Saturn. And you guys know I've been talking about Saturn. And there was just an event in Saudi Arabia that was all connected to Saturn. The WWE held Crown Jewel, where they were crowned with gold and rings. Okay, this is the golden age. Okay, now the golden age is ruled by Saturn. And the reason that this, so you have Elon Musk posting Novus Ordo Seclorum, which directly ties to the poem about the golden age of Saturn, right? And you have Trump during his victory speech declaring the golden age for America. And again, this ties directly to the poem where Novus Ordo Seclorum comes from. Okay. Now, Donald Trump, not only did he post about a golden age, the golden age, as I told you, is ruled by Saturn or Kronos. And this is the only one of the ages that is ruled by Kronos, the other ones being ruled by Jupiter, the son of Kronos. Or I guess Jupiter is the son of Saturn. But you can see that in the Golden Age, it says there was peace and harmony, and everyone prevailed and lived a long life with abundance and food for all, and everything was made of gold, right? And you can see at the bottom it says he describes these men as daemons. Kind of sounds like demons. But yeah, definitely a lot more to think about with this, but I'm not going to go too deep into this. I just want to make the connection between Donald Trump talking about how he's going to bring in the Golden Age and the Novus Ordo Seclorum being the Golden Age. Okay. So this is where it all comes together, guys, because Donald Trump was just elected the 47th president, right? And I told you guys that Novus Ordo Seclorum means, in English, New Order of the Ages. And when you take that over to Gematria and you type it in the calculator, you're going to get New Order of the Ages equals 1128. And this is not by accident because that is the 47th triangular number. So Elon Musk posting this is leading us back to the 47. And of course, he's supporting Trump, who just got elected number 47. Now, the importance of 1128 being the 47th triangular number is Trump equals 47. Trump is the 47th president, or is going to be the 47th president. And 1128 is the sum of all the numbers 1 through 47. So this number is basically symbolic of all the presidents, number 1 through 47. Because again, when you add the numbers 1 through 47 all up, you get 1128. So if you add the numbers of all the 47 presidents up, 1 through 47, you're going to get 1128. And this is the reset, guys. This is the last president, because this has to be, because in Gematria, president, White House, government, authority, foundation, Republican, all equal 47. Trump, 47. The restart happens at the 47, right? Because president equals 47. So this is where you get to the end, okay? The new order of the ages. And that's why I believe this equals 1128, which is the 47th triangular number. And again, adding all the numbers 1 through 47, you get 1128, okay? So this is the completion. The new world, the golden age reborn. Just like in the poem, it says, the new cycle of ages is being reborn anew. Now returns the maid, the return of Saturn, okay? The new golden age, the rebirth of Saturn coming back to a golden age, okay? That's what this means. Hopefully that all makes sense to you guys. And so that got me thinking, what is going on here? Well, look at the date that can be written 1128, like the number that I told you is coded into this, okay? So that will be November 28th. And November 28th is a very interesting day because it's the 333rd day of the year, and it has 33 days remaining. So all threes in the day. So we're going to get back to this day in a minute, but just want to get you guys updated on what I think this day could be important. Now, at the same time that all this was going on, and when Trump won his election, Fox News anchor Brett Baer, he was on the panel and he was talking to the people, and he made a very clear statement that got a lot of news attention. He said, "Trump is the biggest political phoenix from the ashes in U.S. political history." And wouldn't you know, guys, political phoenix is a direct match to New Order of the Ages. And I just told you the phoenix represents the completion and the rebirth. That's exactly what the Golden Age stands for in this poem. Again, the cycle of ages is born anew. A phoenix dies and is born anew, okay? So that is what this is significant, okay? And notice that Brett Baer said not only political phoenix equals 1128, like New Order of the Ages, he also said rising from the ashes, which just happens to equal in the same cipher, the phoenix rise from the ashes equals 1128. So the same cipher, the same number, perfectly synced up with this rebirth, this new world, okay? Now, just wanted to show you guys a screenshot of what he actually said. He said a political phoenix from the ashes, which he was talking literally about a phoenix, rise from the ashes 1128, political phoenix 1128, new order of the ages 1128. Okay? And Brett Baier, he said this just hours before Elon Musk posted, Novus Ordo Seclorum, which means, new order of the ages. So how perfect it all was. And now, what does this all connect to? Well, this all connects back to the Bavarian Illuminati, which was founded in 1776, just like the United States. So that means the United States is going through its return just like the Illuminati is. They were founded in the same year. Okay. Well, what do you know, guys? Bavarian Illuminati, 1128, in the same cipher as New Order of the Ages. Okay. And the phrase on the seal, Novus Ordo Seclorum, means New Order of the Ages, and it has the Illuminati I right above it. Okay? Telling you perfectly what's going on here. How crazy is that? And how does this tie to Trump? Well, his grandfather was from Bavaria, which is where the Bavarian Illuminati was founded, which equals 1128. Okay? In 1885, Donald Trump's grandfather, Friedrich Trump, immigrated from Kallstadt Palatinate, and which was then part of the Bavarian Kingdom, and he came to the United States. And he became a U.S. citizen in 1892. And this is the key thing, guys. This is the key, okay? Because in 1892, when Trump's grandfather became a U.S. citizen, he voted for Grover in the election that Grover Cleveland was in. And Grover Cleveland was the first split-term president. And now Trump just became the second split-term president. So you're telling me that Trump's grandfather voted in the election where Cleveland became the first split-term president, and now Trump, his grandson, repeats the same thing this many years later. Again, look what it says right there. In 1892, Friedrich Trump, became a U.S. citizen and voted in Washington's first presidential election. Wow. How crazy is that, guys? And again, right there, I highlighted Grover Cleveland's victory made him the first president in American history to be elected to a non-consecutive second term, a feat that would not be repeated until Donald Trump elected in 2024. I mean, just wow. Just wow. Mind-blowing stuff, guys. And then what's crazier is a year after Friedrich Trump voted and Grover Cleveland won, okay, the book was released by Ingersoll and Lockwood called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey. Baron Trump, guys, which is Donald Trump's son. And you can read right here how this is all connected. In 2017, the books were rediscovered and connected to Donald Trump. This book was written in 1893, 1 year after this election. And 1 year after Trump's grandfather became a U.S. citizen. And what's the chances that this book by Trump was written right after that? And then the guy would write The Last President. Okay, so let's bring all this together. So this timeline should bring it all together. In 1892, the election happens where Trump's grandfather becomes a U.S. citizen and he votes in the first Washington election. Okay? And that was for Grover Cleveland. And Grover Cleveland was basically the first version of Donald Trump, because Donald Trump became the second ever president to be selected to a split term this year. Okay. Again, what I showed you just in the last slide. Okay. Right here. Cleveland, Donald Trump is the second person after Grover Cleveland to become a split term president. So again, here's when all this happens in 1892. And then 1 year later, Baron Trump book is released by the same writer who wrote 4 years after. So do you guys understand this? 4 years after the election was the next election. And this is the year the book was released. So this is the last president. Is that telling us that 4 years after Trump is elected is going to be the last president? Okay, or basically his term is the last president. And look at this, guys. From literally the day that his grandfather voted and the day that Grover Cleveland had their election in 1892 to the Trump's reelection in 2024, 131 years, 11 months, 28 days. That is the number that I just showed you in this whole decode. That's from this election to this election, the repeating election, 11 months, 28 days in between, 131 years. The chosen one equals 131, by the way. So just how crazy it is. Bavarian Illuminati, his grandfather was from Bavaria. It just blows my mind. It really does. And again, I told you the 11/28 is all connected to the 47. Trump was elected 47, 11 months, 28 days after Grover Cleveland was elected. Okay. Just wow. And now we're going to look at one last thing, guys, because I told you this is all connected to Trump's grandfather, who was Bavarian. And I told you that there's something up with this date, 11/28 this year, because it's the 333rd day of the year with 33 days remaining. Well, if you go from this day, 11/28, 3 months and 14 days forward, you land on Pi Day, 3/14. You go 3/14 forward, you land on 3/14. And that just happens to be the birthday of Trump's grandfather, the subject of what I was just telling you about. Okay? This guy's birthday is 3 months and 14 days after 11/28. And it's it's a total lunar eclipse that day, guys. So watch out. And that's his 156th birthday. 9/11 is the 156th prime number. This slide is crazy, okay? Wow. 3 months, 14 days after 11/28 is 3/14, the 156th birthday of Trump's grandpa. And that's the 9/11 is the 156th prime. And that's a lunar eclipse that day. Trump was born on a lunar eclipse. So I hope you guys got this. I just wanted to lay it out and show you guys. Please like, please comment, please share. And I'm sure there'll be more, but thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.